Kentucky schools may be required to create a complaint process for parents over books they think may be harmful to their children. But opponents to Senate Bill 5 worry it may open the door to book banning. Bodie Brooks is following the issue in Frankfort and has more on the bill.
Yeah, the bill got both a committee hearing and a floor vote within hours of each other. It passed along party lines 27-7. Opponents say that this could be a slippery slope to state-sponsored censorship, but supporters say that these topics are the responsibility of the parent.
Honestly, when I first saw that book and I first read that book, I thought, oh my gosh, these adults just don't know what's in this book.
For parents like Miranda Stovall, there are some books she'd rather her kids just not see until she thinks they're old enough. But inside the school library, that's out of her control. Senate Bill 5 would require local school boards adopt a complaint policy for parents over books or events they consider harmful to their child. More specifically, the bill considers harmful things like nudity or sexual descriptions in an obscene manner. Stovall pointed to books like Genderqueer, a graphic memoir on sexual identity.
Pictures, illustrations of sexual activities with adult sex toys.
She showed me what she's talking about, and I can't show it to you. But opponents of the bill argue the books targeted are meant to help older kids and teens better understand themselves during a complicated coming-of-age period of their lives.
The debates over whether to allow certain books within schools or students access to certain books within school is really losing the sight of the overarching function of schools to train young people to think for themselves.
There's a process in place that's being defined here. It uses this criteria to determine what's obscene and what's not, what should be available to young people or not. And it goes back to Senator Carroll's question, where's the line here?
The debate grew heated to exaggerated examples, including things like promoting pedophilia when there's no evidence they're being offered. The ACLU's Kate Miller argues the bill violates children's First Amendment rights, and what's considered obscene isn't a one-size-fits-all definition.
All of our children are going to be exposed to radical ideas. I'd rather us have conversations about it than ask the school to prohibit them from being able to access something that's inconsistent with my values.
But for Stovall, she says if a parent thinks a controversial book is okay for their kids, they can get it somewhere else, just not in public schools.
I do have conversations with my 4 children, but I would not like to be forced into a conversation with my child that I don't feel they're ready for because there's a book in a public school library.
Currently under state law, school-based decision-making councils, local boards, and district leadership have discretion over what goes in school libraries, and some districts, including Fayette, already have a complaint policy set up. But this bill would create a uniform investigation process. At the state capitol, Bodie Brooks, Fox 56 News.